Hi, welcome to Steph's world. Pretty strange world, let me tell you. But I'm here to talk about two things today. One, meditation on light, and two, dreams. Okay? The first one, meditation. Let's talk about that. It's a pretty cool thing, really is. It's funny because my son, who passed away, transitioned, I like to call it, his girlfriend talked to me about meditation after he passed. And she had looked it up on the internet. She was confused. She didn't know what it was at all. A very intelligent young woman too. She was getting a master's degree, but intelligence really has nothing to do with this. Okay, it's called spirituality. That's what it has to do with. At any rate, I was able to adequately explain what meditation was to her. And this is how I explained it. Meditation is simply the ability to remove all the stuff that's rolling around in our heads all the time. Trust me, your brain is moving constantly. It's just going to town up there. It's thinking about yesterday. It's thinking about tomorrow. It's thinking about today. It's thinking about everything in the world. Now, meditation tries to make all that just stop and no more thinking. Okay? Clear the mind. And there's a way to do that. There's a way to learn how to do that. And in another episode, I am going to teach it. I'm literally going to teach it to you, if anyone's interested. One of the easiest ways to do it, I learned how to do it in a metaphysics class that I took. Anyway, so getting on with the definition, that's the first objective, to remove everything from your thinking. No more thinking, okay? Focus on a light. Everybody has light within them. Every human being. And some people have a different color light. It's not always white. That's the cool thing, okay? Some people refer to that as aura. And I'm not going to get into aura right now, but it's very neat. It's very amazing. And when you are full of light and your mind is clear, it is possible to actually see the aura around a human being. I have seen it. It is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Breathtaking. At any rate, when I explained all this to her, I also told her that by meditating, we become a vessel for our Creator. And I'm not talking about religion. Remember, I'm not a religious person. I am a spiritual person. It has nothing to do with religion. Okay? Not a thing. I wouldn't even want to be involved in a religion. I like the idea of me and the Creator and my fellow man, because my beliefs are that when I'm meditating, I'm literally linking up, not just with the Creator, but with everyone. Every human being. My energy is being sent out to all. I believe that. And I think a lot of other people believe that too, who are very spiritual. Now, the second thing I want to talk about are dreams. They're very important. I have discovered that there are two kinds of dreams. Okay? How do I know this? Because I have them. I've had them since I was a little girl. I was born with it. I can remember some of my dreams all the way back to when I was maybe 5, 6 years old. And I can't even remember some of my life back then, but I can remember some of my dreams. Like it was a TV show. That's how vivid they were. Now, these two types of dreams, one can be prophetic in a way. Um, it can be almost future revealing. Those kind of dreams are definitely, a person can remember them without any trouble. You don't have to have a pad and pencil to write them down because they'll never leave you. If you have ever had these, which I have literally woken up from one of those dreams in a cold sweat. And then there have been times when I guess my spirituality became strong enough that my subconscious, which is part of my spirituality, and my soul knew what was happening and didn't wake me up, allowed me to continue with the dream. So that's one type of dream. I think every human being is capable of having that kind of dream. If you haven't had it, maybe there might be a reason for it. I'm not your doctor or your spiritual advisor. I can't tell you why. The second dream is what most people have. The one where you can remember it right when you wake up, or maybe you have 2 or 3 dreams you can remember right when you wake up, but as the moments pass, the dream passes. Okay? My spiritual advisor used to tell me, Stephanie, or Steph, as they call me, have a pad and pencil at your bedside, and in the mornings, write down as much of the dream as you can remember. So I did. I have half a notebook full of those dreams. And it was a wonderful exercise. Today, I can't do that. So what I do today is I analyze a dream just as quickly as I can. All right, now here's the deal. Analyze. Dreams tell us a lot about ourselves. It's our subconscious way. Okay, that's a scientific way of saying that. It's our spiritual soul talking to us, telling us something about us that we need to know. Maybe we need to be in better contact with our Creator. So our dream tells us this in a special way, in a special code. I've heard psychologists claim that dreams don't mean anything. Well, that's crap, in my opinion, my humble opinion. I'm sorry, I realize I'm not a psychologist, but yet I've had a lot of training. I've been to college. I didn't go to be a psychologist, but I did take a lot of classwork having to do with that. And some other classwork outside of college that had to do with that. It's called metaphysics. And on top of that, I had wonderful spiritual advisors who taught me everything I could possibly want to know and more about dreams. One of the greatest spiritual advisors to me, her name was Ginger. I don't know where Ginger is today. Last time I saw Ginger, she was extremely ill. And I had to travel pretty far to go see her. And I was not doing very well myself, but you know, when we need to do something, it's amazing what our Creator gives us, the strength that we can get to accomplish that deed. And that's what's happened throughout my whole life. The times that I have needed to do something, to accomplish something that were desperately required of me in some way, shape, or form. Maybe for another person's benefit, not necessarily mine. My Creator gave me the means to do that. Even today, I know that I could get in my car and drive from Georgia, the southern tip now, almost in Florida, back to the Kansas City area if I truly had to. If I felt in my heart of hearts, my soul, that I had to go up there again, I would do it. Because I would have faith that my Creator would get me there. But as far as dreams go, yes, they definitely mean something. Now, this is a wonderful book, Dreamer's Dictionary. It's very interesting. It has explanations. It describes, in the front of it, it will describe about dream work and all that. And then it translates the dream in the universal language of the mind. Now, the universal language of the mind, that's a very interesting concept. What we're really talking about is our soul's way of communicating, okay? And dreams are the way that we can truly communicate with our soul. Now, when we learn to meditate, and meditate well, that's another wonderful way to communicate with our soul. But that's a different way. That's when, hopefully, we are sending out very beautiful energy to the world. And we are giving every piece and every part of our deep, deep soul. And I know some of you are thinking, yeah, right, sure, what's this woman know? Well, I don't know very much, but some of these things I do know. And I wish and hope that you do trust me on this. I've had a lot of experience helping others in finding some of their difficulties in life and helping them. And I've had lots of people work with me and me understanding my difficulties in life and getting through some of the most difficult things anyone could ever imagine. But that's in my story, and I invite you to read that. It's on my Google Plus page, and it's in the Google Docs. It's called Spiritual Foundations, and I invite you to read it. It's a work in progress, and I am working on it. Well, I'm going to have to go for today. This is episode 2, Steph's World. It's a wild one. We're going to get into it, but thank you. I love you all. I really, truly do. Have a great day.